Coming up, Luke Hughes has a chance to come back from his shoulder injury before the season ends. Let's hope the Devils can stay in the playoff race until he returns.
Welcome to the Devil's Island Podcast, broadcasting from the east end of Long Island. Whether you're in New Jersey or somewhere around the world, as a Devils fan, you may feel like a castaway. Well, Devils fanatics, join us, because you can always feel at home here on Devil's Island. And now, here is your host, Chris Suswal.
Hey, fellow castaways, you're on Devil's Island. And if you enjoy your stay, please like, share, and subscribe to stay in the mix. We have an update on Luke Hughes, his shoulder injury, and whether or not he's going to come back. It looks like he's opting out of surgery and may have a chance to come back before the season ends. That is good news for the Devils. Even though Luke Hughes is not having his best year after signing the contract extension that will keep him here, it is encouraging that he won't need surgery. Emily Kaplan broke the news on ESPN that he is opting out of the surgery. The current prognosis is that he's going to rehab it, and the Devils are going to monitor that rehab. He's been placed on LTIR, so long-term injury reserve. That'll give the Devils some time to figure out what's happening with the roster. In the meantime, Jonathan Kovacevic has stepped in to fill the defensive role, and Colton White was called up from Utica. And like I said, Luke Hughes is not having the year that we were hoping. Maybe his point production and his defensive play would improve this year. He is 22 years old, so he's still young, but with that $9 million a year average, fans want to see more. And about a month ago, he was basically booed off the ice after having an own goal and then a terrible turnover in front of the net where Taylor Hall poked one home. Another loss to Carolina, and that's just been a bitter ride. Since then, before the injury, he was playing somewhat better, but right now we just have to look at the current roster, who's available. Most of the team is healthy, although hopefully his brother Jack will get more of a scoring touch after that hand injury. And the Devils will possibly get some cap space relief, at least a portion of the $9 million, maybe up to $4 million in cap space. We'll see if that means anything in terms of the Devils acquiring any kind of help, either defensively or getting someone that can put the puck in the net more than the Devils have been this year, with Hischier, Hughes, Bratt all having less productive seasons than we had all hoped. And if you look at the stats this year for Luke Hughes compared to last year, you'll see that his plus minus is roughly about the same on the year. He does have 5 goals and 21 assists for 26 points. Last year, he did finish with 7 goals, so he's on pace to eclipse that. He might catch up to the assists portion of it and the points portion, depending on how he rehabs and how many games is he going to be able to play if he does return shortly after the Olympic break. With the long-term injured reserve, he does have to miss a total of 10 games minimum, and he's not with the team for the remainder of this 4-game West Coast trip. With the 7 games left before the Olympic break, he will not see any action there, and that Olympic break is going to be about 2.5 weeks. So we'll probably get more updates around that time, mid to late February, and see if he'll be able to contribute to the team, as every point matters in the standings. The Devils, every time they catch up a little bit closer to either the wild card or the third place in the Metro, it seems like one of the teams ahead of them winds up getting some points as well. So the Devils are just going to have to continue to win something like 3 out of every 4 games for the remainder of the season. And after the Olympic break, they do have about 25 games or so. So we'll see how much Luke Hughes can contribute for the rest of the year. And we wish him well and a speedy recovery. This is just one of those years where the Devils, it seems like this has happened in the past, where they just get a slew of injuries, can never seem to fully get healthy, but it is what it is. And we know that Luke Hughes will be an integral part of this Devils team for years to come. So fellow castaways, until next time, keep your fire burning. Let's go Devils.